Your brain is designed to doubt you, and that's not your fault. In fact, the same neural pathways that once protected our ancestors from danger are now sabotaging your confidence in the real world. You're about to speak up in a meeting, and suddenly that inner voice whispers, "You'll sound stupid." That's your ancient brain circuitry at work. Just like our ancestors needed fear to survive, your mind still operates on caution. In this video, I'll reveal what's happening in your brain during these moments and give you practical techniques to rewire these pathways. Hey everyone, it's Jay from Life Next Level, and today we're going to talk about why your brain loves self-doubt and how to transform that self-doubt into unshakable confidence going forward. Let's take back control of your mind. First, let's discuss the neural trap and why your brain actually prefers self-doubt. Ever wonder why that voice of doubt feels so natural? Like it's hardwired into your system? Well, it turns out it kind of is. Your brain has evolved specific neural pathways that actually benefit from keeping you in self-doubt. It's not that your brain's working against you, it's actually trying to protect you in its own crazy way, in a way that no longer serves your modern life. Let's just take a hop back in the Wayback Machine for a second and talk about this. Our ancestors survived by being cautious. The ones who questioned their abilities and played it safe lived to pass on their genes, while the overconfident ones who took unnecessary risks often didn't. This evolutionary advantage created a brain that naturally leans toward self-protection and face social challenges instead of physical predators. Imagine preparing for a job interview. Your palms get sweaty, your heart races, and your mind floods with thoughts like, what if I freeze up? Or they'll definitely pick someone more qualified. Your brain's treating this social situation with the same urgency as if you were facing a predator in the wild. This happens largely through your default mode network, DMN, which activates when you're not focused on a specific task. The DMN scans for potential problems and replays past failures, which again, potentially a lifesaver for your ancestor trying to recall what happened the last time they went near a lion's den. But while you're trying to prepare confident answers for your interview, this part of your brain is busy reminding you of every awkward moment and every mistake from your past. Meanwhile, your prefrontal cortex, which is your rational thinking center, struggles to maintain control. Picture trying to make a thoughtful decision while someone continuously interrupts you with worst-case scenarios, yelling them into your ear. This neural tug-of-war makes clear thinking nearly impossible when you need it the most. Each time you experience self-doubt, you strengthen that neural pathway. It's like walking through tall grass. The more you take that same path, the more defined it becomes. I'm sure you've hit a trail in the woods or to a beach. The more you take that path, right? Like it's just worn down. That's the neural pathway in your brain every time you experience that bout of self-doubt. Your brain gets efficient at doubt because you've practiced it so damn often. The stress hormones released during self-doubt, again, once helped our ancestors stay out of danger, but today they just hijack your confidence. These thought patterns physically change your brain through neuroplasticity. The connections for doubt grow stronger while the neural pathways for confidence remain underdeveloped whenever this happens. This is why confidence can feel so unnatural at first and why people have to build and work towards gaining self-confidence in life. Always felt weird to me. That's why it makes sense. You're literally building new roads in your brain that weren't there before. Understanding that self-doubt is a biological process rather than a personal failing completely changes the game for you and I. It's not about you being broken or incapable in any way. It's natural, and it's about working with your brain's natural tendencies and redirecting them to self-confidence. Your brain might be pre-programmed for caution, but it's also incredibly adaptable. The same neuroplasticity that strengthened your doubt pathways over the years can be harnessed to build confidence circuits instead. Just like you can physically reshape your muscles through consistent training and workouts, you can reshape your neural pathways through consistent mental practices. Rewiring your neural pathways, the 3 techniques that stop self-doubt in its tracks. While reshaping muscles takes weeks of consistent effort, That's what neuroscience brings to the table. The same brain that's been strengthening your doubt circuits can be redirected to build confidence pathways instead. And I'm about to show you exactly how to flip that switch when self-doubt strikes. Self-doubt creates real, measurable activity in your brain. When doubt hits, your amygdala lights up like Times Square, flooding your system with stress hormones while simultaneously shutting down your prefrontal cortex, which is the rational part that could really talk you out of it. But it's really a biological hijacking. Positive affirmations often fail because established neural patterns overpower them. And now, I love affirmation. Positive affirmations can be a really good thing, but you need a foundation to start building those upon. Your brain right now, it needs techniques that speak its actual language, methods that directly engage your neuroplasticity to form new confidence connections. Let me share 3 powerful techniques that interrupt your doubt cycle in real time by targeting the actual brain mechanisms behind your self-doubt. Technique 1, the evidence method. This works like your brain's emergency circuit breaker. The next time self-doubt hits, grab a pen and paper, and this is crucial, I'll explain why, and write down the actual evidence for and against your negative thought. Put a line down the middle, left put for your negative thought, and the right put against your negative thought. For example, if you're thinking, man, I'm going to bomb this presentation, but list facts like, hey, I've practiced this material 20 times, and I received positive feedback in my multiple practice runs. Or if you're doubting a job application, I have 3 years relevant experience versus 300 people applied, which for the record, we'll think, but that doesn't actually prove you're going to fail at anything. Writing physically, getting back to the writing part and having a notepad and pen or pencil, whatever, writing physically engages different parts of your brain compared to just thinking. That's why I always say to have a notebook, write things down, write down affirmations, write down gratitude, write down anything in personal growth, because you're forcing your prefrontal cortex to be active. You're shifting neural traffic from emotional centers to rational brain regions by doing this. The evidence method physically interrupts the self-doubt circuit, especially for catastrophizing or all or nothing thinking. Technique number 2, pattern interruption. When caught in a doubt spiral, physically flip your mental switch. Snap a rubber band on your wrist, or stand up suddenly, or say a random word out loud. This creates what neuroscientists call a pattern interruption. This technique jolts your brain out of its default activity. When you're just sitting there and you're not absolutely focused on something, your brain just goes into those negative thoughts and self-doubt. Doing that just jolts you out of that thought process. The momentary confusion creates a blank slate, a split second where you can insert a new, more confident thought, different thought, like changing the channel on a TV. The physical disruption stops negative thoughts mid-cycle, giving you a space to redirect your thinking. And technique 3, future self-visualization. Set aside 5 minutes daily to vividly imagine yourself having already overcome your self-doubt, whichever specific self-doubt this is. See yourself walking confidently into that meeting, feel your relaxed breathing, hear the positive feedback, notice your shoulders relaxed and your voice steady. And this is important when you do visualization. You want to really feel it. You want to hear the other folks talking. You want to smell the donuts in the room if there are donuts in the room, because this really triggers it as if it's an actual experience. Visualization, it activates the same neural pathways and mechanisms as actual experience. So when you imagine confidently handling situations, feeling the warmth of success, hearing the congratulations, sensing your own calm energy, feeling the paper on your fingers or the little, if you have a presentation, you're priming those neural pathways for real life use. The key difference between that or all of these techniques and generic positive thinking, these techniques directly engage your brain's rewiring mechanisms. Each practice builds stronger pathways for confidence while weakening self-doubt circuits. It creates a rapid shift in your thought patterns within just 60 seconds. Now, that's just to get started. You have to continue on with this process repeatedly to make it work. But you can start to conquer these self-doubt neural pathways in just 60 seconds. So let's wrap this up. So now you know your brain isn't broken. There is nothing inherently wrong with you. It's just running protected programming that served our ancestors but holds you back today. In addition, the neuroscience is absolutely clear. Self-doubt is not permanent. It is a pattern you can change. As George Bernard Shaw wisely noted at one point, life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. This truth kind of eliminates our journey and what we're talking about today. Confidence isn't something you discover, but something you deliberately build through consistent practice. So it's okay to have this self-doubt right now. We can conquer it. We just have to practice at it and get more confident through practice. It can be done. Starting tomorrow, when that familiar voice of self-doubt creeps in, don't fight it with wishful thinking. Instead, apply the evidence method and witness how clarity replaces your confusion. Each time you interrupt these patterns, you're literally rewiring your brain. I challenge you to try this for the next 7 to 10 days. And remember, this isn't about becoming someone new. It's about unlearning limitations that you've held with you and revealing the confident self that's been waiting to emerge all along. I appreciate you. Again, it's Jay with Life Next Level. I hope you have a great day and get that confidence up. Let's go.